And now here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers ever to whirl their wheels in NASCAR racing, competing for the title of the NASCAR Kellogg's Truck Series Championship. Cars are on the front straightaway here in beautiful West Allis, Wisconsin, home to the Milwaukee Mile, the oldest racetrack in the world. This 1 mile racetrack first held races as a dirt track in 1903. It's since been repaved, home to many legendary races in IndyCar, the NASCAR Melling Series, and the NASCAR Kellogg's Truck Series, and just last year hosted its first NASCAR Vernors Cup Series event. The focus is on the trucks today, as 38 drivers will take the green flag here in today's race, live at the Milwaukee Mile. Hello everybody, welcome back to the WesternCaves Sports Network, where we got a new broadcast package for today's race, and we're excited. Today's race, it's Milwaukee, you know what that means. It's the Cousin Subs 200. Before we can get any farther, let's take to our starting lineup, where we find our pole sitter is Natalie Decker, goodness help us all, and Dan actually will start second alongside. Peter Onjak in the Northern Tool and Equipment number 99 actually has a chance to do a good race today thingy. He's had a very rough year in points, and Lin-Manuel Miranda will start alongside. Buddy Lazier starts third. This is a track he's raced at before. He hasn't won here, I don't think. Maurice White will start alongside. Then Gatlin Downey with a good start will start next to Solid Snake. Rounding out the top 10 will be Tyler Ankrum, who's had an abysmal rookie campaign. Along with third in points, Miranda Cosgrove, only 35 out of the points lead. Tommy Chong will start next to fourth in points and defending series champion A.J. Jones. And the driver who won here last year, Billy Preston, starts to the inside of our points leader, Lemmy Koopa. Weird Al will start next to Nicolas Cage. And then Meatloaf will start next to Steve Carell. Rounding out the top 20 is Tom Clancy and Dwayne Johnson. All Might looked really fast in his first lap, but was overtaken by lap 2. He's 6th in points. He'll start next to Shade Eves in the 205 Live, number 0. Those are teammates. And you know who else is a teammate to them? Martin Freeman in the 08. Bam, there you go. We'll start next to Billy Joel in the 96. Then Andre the Giant. He's going to line up next to Gilbert Gottfried. Then the Richie of the Lionel variety will start next to Daniel Brühl. Rounding out the top 20, the driver only 28 points out of the points lead. Second place, Wayne Brady will start next to James Young. Getting towards the back, Taylor Goldsmith will start next to Tony Breidinger. This other part-time driver definitely shown up in qualifying by Natalie Decker, who somehow nabbed the pole. Speaking of part-time drivers grabbing poles, Beniaco grabbed 2 of them in a part-time campaign last year. He's had kind of a rough rookie season in the 6th. He's starting next to Peter Gabriel. And Jacob Rose starts alongside the guy who dominated this race last year but lost on fuel mileage, but did win last week at Michigan in a race that surprisingly didn't have commentary recorded. Maybe it will be a re-upload with post-commentary for that race and the Melling race in the future. Rounding out the field, Larry Hagan, still with Alsco sponsorship, but actually with the main base and not the inverse, will start next to Hilda. Now we go trackside for the most famous words in the entire motorsports world. Take it away, person.
Drivers, start your engines!
engines are firing on all 38 trucks. Some Tundras, some Rams, Toyota Tundras, some Ford F-150, some Silverados. I think there's actually a Dodge Dakota in here. I think the 80 and 96 are Dakotas. Some of them are Dodge Rams, and some of these are actually just Ram. I believe the 94 is the only one that's just Ram. I could be wrong. Maybe there are no Dakotas. Maybe I'm crazy. Field through 3 and 4. We got a 90s aesthetic this weekend. Natalie Decker, Dan Mandel, an unlikely duo to lead us down to the green, but that's how we'll take the green here in the Cousin Subs 200, presented by Bosch Spark Plugs. In the turn 1, the Crosley brand's N29 Technologies Toyota Tundra will take the lead here at the Wisconsin State Fair Park. It is Lin-Manuel Miranda who started on the outside trying to get to second place, but is Dan getting a run up high in the second groove? What is this madness? And we are 3 wide farther back. Lemmy Koopa, Tommy Chong, and AJ Jones. Aggressive move by Lemmy Koopa. The inside might not be where you quite want to be, but this is interesting. Natalie Decker has led in trucks this season and could be on her way to winning. Of course, it's really way too early to talk about winning, especially when Dan Mandel is getting a run to your outside, heading to turn 1 on lap 3. Almost taking more of an IndyCar groove here. But speaking of IndyCar, look who's challenging for the second spot now. Has gotten around Lin-Manuel Miranda and Peter Onjak. None other the 1996 Indianapolis 500 winner and 2000 Indy Racing Northern Light Series champion, Buddy Lazier. Oh, and the yellow flag is out. Oh, Daniel Bruhl nearly rolled it. Let him roll it to you. What happened? Peter Gabriel involved, climbing up on Salisbury Hill. Oh, it looked like Benyako. And oh, Sinatra, they're like 4 wide at Milwaukee. Oh, he did roll it! Oh, Peter Gabriel already taking it behind the garage. He's out. Daniel Bruhl, Meanwhile, these guys are trying to sort out any takers, because we might have pit stops. Nice Milwaukee Journal Sentinel advertising. We're under caution at Milwaukee. I think all 3 Milwaukee races last year in all 3 series, all 3 of them, I think they went caution free. I think the last time we had a caution in Milwaukee was the Wreckfest at 2018 in the Melling Series. A quick recap of that race. It was like, who was it? I think, was it Phoenix Wright and Franklin Clinton were charging to the... I think Clinton was the leader. Wright was coming to the inside, going into turn 3 with 2 to go. There was a big wreck. The race ended. They were racing back to the yellow and white, and Hikari Sulu got his only career win before hanging it up after only 12 starts. Wow! They have sorted it out. Larry Hagan is up to 36. Daniel Bruhl will be a single lap off pace. Probably due to getting I think he got a tow. He might have gotten a tow. That is a testament, actually, to how strong they built these Kellogg's Truck Series machines. Because he rolled that over completely. Complete 360, almost started the second roll. And he's still on all wheels and he's still driving. Wow, if I didn't know any better, the 03 and the 33 would be teammates. I think that's the first time they've both used the same base. But as you can see, one's a Toyota, one's a Chevrolet. Because one's for Spanish racing, teammates with Andre the Giant and AJ Jones. The other one has Solid Snake as his teammate for Tom Hanks Incorporated. That's right. That's a satellite team, if I've ever heard of one, for Richard Simmons Racing here in the Cup Series. That huge blanket organization that boasts Bernie Ecclestone Incorporated, Northwestern Racing and the Melling Series is a part of it. Peachtree Racing. Interestingly enough, no Chevrolet. Oh no, Solid Snake is the highest running Chevrolet. He's the only one in the top 15 even. Your current top 10 at the moment is Decker, Dan, Buddy, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Onjack, Downey, Maurice White, Cosgrove, Lemmy, and Snake. Pace Truck pulls down pit road, and we're back green here at the historic Milwaukee Mile. Now we're back green, at least. Daniel Bruhl, a pick on the inside with no rear bumper. Actually looked like he was getting a run on the 94 there for a second. It's going to be very interesting. Onjack, where's he going to go? He was trying to go to the inside. It's not. Well, I guess maybe it is working. Decker with a pretty good run through 3 and 4 is going to leave Dan Mandel in the clutches of Buddy Lazier for the moment. As the top 5, now 6 is Gatlin Downey. Gets around. No. Bruhl is racing his teammate for some reason, despite the fact that he's lapped down. Also, it's a really interesting looking grill on that 98. Now we'll let him by easily. As we take to the second cam, look at the flyby cam. What a beautiful camera as we go through 1 and 2. Decker roaring down the back straightaway as the field enters 3 and 4. Another beautiful one. We take to the spectator cam to try and get a good sense of the action. There's a spotter stand, I guess. Nice Texaco Haviland giant bottle. There's a nice big Busch beer can. I know there used to have a giant bottle of Miller Genuine Draft in turns 1 and 2 for the kart events. Oh, there's a Pepsi can there today. Fun fact, my uncle lives like a block and a half south of this track. One of them, at least. I've got a few. Look, Peter Onjack hassling the 41 all of a sudden. So who's got the fastest lap out of anybody? It's the 98. Gatlin Downey has run nearly a sub 30-second lap. That'd be 120 mile an hour, which is pretty fast. It's also really slow when you consider Indy cars were doing that in like the 60s, I think. Were they doing that here in Milwaukee? I'm not sure, actually. Depends. I think in 61 they were doing it at Langhorne, but I digress. We see Daniel Bruhl is the entire pack now, well, except for James Young still trying to get around him. Aside from that, is it? Yes, now the entire pack has sifted through the 13 truck. And in the process, the field is spread out by around a third of a lap. See some interesting battles. Wayne Brady not having a strong points day. He's going to need to get up there if he wants a chance to close in on Lemmy Koopa, who is up to the 9th position. Reese White, interestingly enough, is a different font, number font on the roof of that truck than on the sides. So just look at that. It's freaking trippy. Miranda Cosgrove is having a good points day. Decker doesn't need to really worry about having a great points day or anything, because she's a part-time driver, but Dan desperately needs one. Buddy Lazier, nobody's questioning his talent level. He won in only a second start, which was the first race last year. He was actually the only driver in the field that day to have prior experience in a truck, albeit 12 years previously, one time at Las Vegas, but it paid off as he won at Homestead last year. Now, 16 laps into this race, Dan and Buddy Lazier right on the back bumper of this 54. Well, Buddy at least is on the back bumper. This is interesting. Is Dan going to make a move? When is he? Will he? Is he content to sit and run second? I don't know. That caution period is another interesting. Nobody pitted. Can they all make it? We know some drivers could not make it last year. Breidinger making a look for 32nd. Oh, truck blowing up. It's Miranda Cosgrove. Oh, no. That brings out the car. She just comes to a complete stop. What happened? It was an engine. Just, wow. Caution is out. Oh, that means Danny Bruhl's going to wreak havoc on the field once more. Oh, but that is... She was in position to pick up some points on Lemmy Koopa. Now Koopa's going to greatly increase his points lead. Because A.J. Jones would be the nearest driver. Oh, Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady's pretty close. It's going to jump out to like 60. Oh, we have split strategy, folks. This is what I was going to hit on earlier. Decker, Mandel, Lazier come down. So does Lemmy Koopa. Weird Al's down. Martin Freeman's down. Billy Joel. Beniaco's down. Jacob Rose. Hilda's down. Breidinger's down. Frank Sinatra. And Larry Hagan all peel it into the pits. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cars, drivers, I believe. Trucks. Now everybody else is staying out. Can they make the distance? And oh my goodness, look at the stop. A lot of these, a lightning fast stop for that 96. A quarter of a second. Oh, that's why he didn't get any service. So it was literally a pointless pit stop. I don't know, that didn't look like a pointless... Weird. Anyway, first driver winning the race off of pit road was Buddy Lazier. And Daniel Bruhl is going to be between Lazier, Mandel, Decker, and the rest of the drivers who pitted. No, because he's going to... Mandel got around Decker, but Lazier got around them both. Let's watch this. The battle. Oh, you can't see from that camera. See Lazier taking on a splash. Oh! Oh, because they stopped for the stop sign. Oh! Very interesting. So when the person turned, Lazier already had more momentum, but there it looks like Dan crosses the line first, and maybe Decker there. Oh, this is a very interesting. There is a kerfuffle on pit road. The 94 crew believe they should have gotten out first. Alas, they'll be starting in 24th, I believe. Now, everybody else stayed out, so they're thinking they can make it with all of these cautions. I was thinking maybe everybody was thinking they could make it with that earlier caution lap. But I guess not, because some people came down. So Lin-Manuel Miranda, Peter Onjak, Gatlin Downey, Maurice White, Tommy Chong, Snake, Nicolas Cage, Tyler Ankrum, Billy Preston, and Steve Carell is your new top 10. And this could have a shakeup in points, considering that Lemmy Cooper did come down. Green flag is out. AJ Jones and Wayne Brady would both be gaining points on Lemmy Cooper. I don't think enough to take the points lead. But I could maybe wrong. It'd be awfully close. Miranda easily, and Onjak cleared. Downey is clear. Battle now for 4th. Maurice White and Tommy Chong trying to get around. We're also going to keep an eye on these guys. Although, now that I think about it, they didn't pit for tires. And that is pretty big because look at these times. They have fallen off a second and a half at least. You would think somebody would have chanced it on tires and be able to drive through this field. They must think track position is much more important. Figure since you were down pit road. Lin-Manuel Miranda looking for, I believe this would be his second win of the year. Yes, second career win also. He won earlier this year at South Boston. Peter Onjak. You know he'd love to win, get that 4th career Truck Series win, but he's so low in points this year, he'll probably settle for 2nd. Because that's 170 points. 3 wide towards the back. And because nobody took tires, I don't think this move's going to pay off if nobody has to pit under green. If they do have to pit under green, then these guys just stole it. Oh, and Natalie Decker has gotten around Dan. Trying to get around Buddy Lazier. Here comes the 13 being a rolling roadblock. Onjak with a look. He tried to dive it in. Oh, but that was a great move by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Dodge being followed by 2 Fords and a fellow Dodge before a Toyota, a Chevy, 2 Fords, a Chevy, and another Toyota. underneath 20 laps to go here. Now Buddy Lazier, Natalie Decker. It looks like Lemmy Koopa might take a spot away from Dan due to the 13. Also, look at who's coming up here to challenge Dan. It's his teammate, Billy Joel. Dan is very frustrated at the 13. Daniel Brule is now going to be on Dan's list. Oh, there's a crash! Jacob Rose, Tony Breidinger. Caution is out. This changes everything. Dan livid on the radio. Chris trying to calm them down. Because of course. Oh, are these guys arcing in for the corner? Or, oh no. Oh, I don't think they arced the pace. Peter Onjak isn't. I don't think. Peter Onjak's coming to pit road. Oh no, here comes Maurice White. Nobody else is coming to pit road though. They don't think they can make it. No, Billy Joel's coming back down. He never got the service last time. Oh no, Rose is coming in after his accident. Breidinger in. What happened? I think it might have had something to do with the lappers. We're under our third. Oh, Hilda just turned the 80. Rose was just an innocent bystander. As you see, it's a 10W30 bottle of Avalon Superior Grade. Is that a giant Craftsman toolbox? Rose, look at no hood. Wow, Onjak. This is a proto Peter Onjakian race. I'm almost certain that these leaders can make it from here. Lin-Manuel Miranda's your leader. Gallon Downey's going to be second. Tommy Chong is going to end up third. Snake's going to be fourth here. Nicolas Cage is going to be running top 5. Billy Preston sixth. Steve Carell 7th, Tyler Ankrum 8th, Shade Eves 9th, and All Might in 10th. Buddy Lazier's up to 20th. Dan is still stuck in 24th. Oh. Wow. And this actually is all because of the 13. Lin-Manuel Miranda could be 14 laps away from his second win of the year. Gatlin Downey could be trying to get his first career win. Tommy Chong. How many wins does Tommy Chong? He has 1 this year. I think he had 3 last year. So he's going for win number 5. AJ Jones had 4 last year, but he's not up here. And he'd also be going for win number 5, which would be most among active drivers, I believe. 9 drivers have won races this year in 9 races. Lin-Manuel Miranda trying to become the first repeat winner. He's 10th in points, 215 behind Lemmy Koopa. We're going to go green with 13 laps to go at the Milwaukee Mile. In what has been a very wacky race, despite being it's been a calm and yet hectic race. It's been one of those days. Frank Sinatra is 11th in points. He has exactly 1,000 points. We're going to see a bunch of other drivers crack the 1,000 mark club. At least 11 through 19 for sure. At this point, we'll probably see 11 through 26. Green flag is out. 13 laps to go at the Milwaukee Mile. Daniel not Daniel Brule, Tommy Chong and Solid Snake both were trying to make moves on. Solid Snakes didn't work, but Chong has gotten some good run on Downey. Downey to the outside. They're going to split Daniel Brule, and they're side by side for second. And you know who loves to see this is Lin-Manuel Miranda, the Hamilton creator. On Jack, hoping for some stupidity so he can recover. Sure, he couldn't make the distance. Tony Breidinger with a damaged car is going, truck I should say, gonna move around Hagen. Aker trying to get a run of the high line. Downey has all of a sudden cleared Chong, despite the fact Chong was ahead at the line last time. Oh, they're 3 wide for position. Look at this, All Might. Steve Carell, Shade is here. Oh, Lordy. Lordy McLorderson. Who's got the fastest lap of the race? Oh, it is the 31 of Maurice White and the 52 of Miranda Cosgrove, who I believe is out of the race. Yes, she is. They have both run sub 30-second laps. And neither of them are in the top 30. It's not a hot lap race, guys. You're not doing it correctly. Now, the 4 is out of the race. The 13 is, of course, doing 13 things. The 5 of Frank's, who's pretty low. Well, All Might's 8th at the moment, and he's only got 20. It's only 27th on the hot lap chart. So he's proving that wrong. As we see our handy ticker with the Western Caves Sports Network logo. Now, reminding you that you're indeed watching NASCAR on WCSN. Lin-Manuel Miranda's opened his lead to a second. If everybody who has not pitted, has to come down pit road, this is your battle for the win between the 46 to 54, the 50 to 94. Did Binyako pit? Wow. This is very interesting scenes. And it's a four trucks under a blanket for second. Tommy Chong trying to move the 98 out of the way as we come to 6 miles left. That's 6 laps for those of you who can't count, which is hopefully none of you. Interestingly enough, despite not having even more laps on the tires, these laps are speeding up slightly. Lin-Manuel Miranda has put 40 laps on these Goodyears. But then again, so is everybody else in this race, except for Daniel Brule's only put 39 on him, because he's a lap down. And the 2 drivers that are out. There are 5 laps to go. Caution is out! We're going to have a 1-lap dash! Oh, but what even brought out this caution? Well, first, we should see if anybody is going to come down pit road. I don't think they will. But somebody might have run dry. And we're about to find out. They're low on the track, but I don't think anybody is going to come to pit lane unless they have damage. That seems to be the case. Unless they run out on the... Another terrible points day for Peter Onjak, it looks like, who has absolutely no luck. And we don't see anybody. So instead, we'll do our classic space-time rewind and figure out just exactly what it was that brought out this caution. Is he stuck in the wall? Sure enough, the pace truck has damage. We need a new pace driver. Oh, I know Richie's in the wall. Oh, and that is not a good angle to hit at. Oh, no. Oh, no. And he's still driving. He might be injured. What happened? There wasn't even... Was he coming down the pit lane? Was it because of a stack-up? It might have been. But Weird Al turns him. And poor 88 car just into the wall. Lin-Manuel Miranda blows up to the lead with 3 laps to go! Gatlin Downey sweeps into the race lead! Oh my goodness gracious! Lin-Manuel Miranda goes from having a great points day to having a terrible one. He'll drop from 1st to 36th. He's gonna drop 35 positions. Gatlin Downey is praying the pace truck does not turn the lights off in a half a mile. Otherwise, he'll have a lap to hold off Solid Snake. Oh, Lord on earth. Where did he even blow up? Was he running his temperatures too hot? He just combusted in turn 3. Oh, the leader blows up under yellow with 3.5 laps to go. Pace truck lights are off. Daniel Bruhl is going to end up being a pick for everybody outside the top 19. Natalie Decker saw. Buddy Lazier's worked his way up to 17th, but that call of pit was not a race-winning call. Staying out for as long as possible is going to be what will win Gatlin Downey this race. And the Superior SX number 98 Ford for Hulk Sport. Curb Records and Champion Power Equipment also on that truck. Oh, but he's got a lap. We saw Lin-Manuel Miranda blow up. Gatlin Downey could blow up too. Who knows? Maybe it was a Dodge thing. At least that's what Downey's hoping. We're going to get the green and the white at the same time. There it is. There's the green flag. He doesn't wave the white flag at all, though. Through turns 1, turns 2. He's got some separation. Solid Snake would have to dive bomb. But here comes Tommy Shaw. Solid Snake is going to dive bomb. I think Downey ran out of fuel on the last lap. They're all running out. Solid Snake is going to win this. No, he's pitting. Well, they're all coming to pit road at the check. AJ Jones might be winning this. AJ Jones wins this somehow. What happened? What? Buddy Lazier's gonna finish second after all. Peter Ondrik salvages third, 16th. They all ran out of fuel, I think. Alex Bignacco has committed suicide. I'm sorry. What? almost looked like the pace car lights were... They're on for something. Did somebody spin? Yeah, it was Dwayne Johnson was literally backwards because he ran out of fuel. And I didn't think they would have. I thought they would have saved enough under the yellow. Yeah, his engine just dies, and so here I think Solid Snake is the guy who's gonna... Where was AJ? AJ Jones was 12th on the final restart of the race. Look, everybody is coming to... Look at this. Krell's going 97 out of the corner. You think he's gonna make it. Eves is running the high line. No, they're all running out. Look at this. Look at this mess. Look at that gaggle of trucks. AJ Jones is going to... win it. Buddy Lazier second. Gottfried is third. Dan fourth. James Young fifth. Binyako sixth. Meatloaf seventh. Hilda eighth. Taylor Goldsmith ninth. Rose with no hood, I think, just picked up a top 10. Too close to call for 11th between Weird Al and Hagen. Decker, Breidinger, Sinatra, Onjak, all stay out. Richie will be 17th. Snake 18th in the pits. Chong, does he get 19th? Yes, he will. Andre the Giant looks like he'll be 20th. 21st will be Lemmy Koopa. Steve Carell might be 22nd, or it might be Martin Freeman. Maurice White 24th. Billy Joel 25th. Gatlin Downey was a half a lap from victory, and it will be 26th. Yeah, everybody else is coming down. 27, 28, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd. Wow. I cannot believe what has happened. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe... I don't believe it. Solid Snake listed it. Look at everybody. Ran out of fuel. No, they all ran out of fuel. I am in disbelief. Hagen beats out Weird Al by 1,000th of a second. And what was the craziest finish in history? I believe we just had like 20 trucks run out of fuel. We had somewhere in between 10 to 20 trucks running out of fuel. A half a lap from the checkered flag. In an absolutely zany win for AJ Jones. Absolutely gamers the field. Look at that. Look at that. This is going to have interesting effects on the points. I think AJ Jones just took over the points lead. Yeah, heartbreak for Lin-Manuel Miranda. Hopefully I've got audio. You can hear me. Oh, good. You should be able to hear me. Hey, Nignog Nelson Jr. There's a reference to Dogecoin. Eight, 9. Here we go. A.J. Jones, indeed, is your new points leader. Oh, dear Lord. Buddy Lazier jumps up 12 spots. Does Anjak end up gaining? He gained 2 spots. Ankrum still in last in points. Tony Breidinger. Still gets beat out by Decker points-wise. But still is ahead of... Steve Park is now last in points. You hate to see it. You really do. Oh, Gatlin Downey needed a good run, didn't get it. Dan could have used a really great run, didn't get it. Binyako looked like he might have had a great run at one point. Hagen, oh man, this is a very rough year for some drivers. All the rookies are struggling. We need to reformat that still. At least All-Might is somehow still 6th in points. Jacob Rose is within the top 10. A sudden resurgence. Tenth to 12th as opposed to 14th and 24th. I think we might see. Jacob Rose is 10th in points and has 0 top 5s. Apparently he has a pole, though. Tom Clancy, Billy Joel, Tyler Ankrum still without. Gatlin Downey was going to get his first top 5 of the year. Anjak looked like he might have got... Oh, my bad. At one point. Ankrum looked like he might have got his first... Wow. Where are we next week? What is next week? Oh, dear God. Next Saturday is the... So, not tomorrow, but the Saturday after that is the 4th of July. Oh. It's Daytona weekend. No, okay, we got off. Tentatively, Myrtle Beach is on the schedule 2 weeks. But we're hearing there's a possibility they'll somehow cram 40 enough stalls in to host a truck race with no heats at, of all places, Bowman Gray might be on the schedule. Yeah, it might be interesting. A.J. Jones takes over the points lead. Might be answering yes to the question, is there any stopping Lemmy Koopa? But now, can anybody hold back A.J. Jones from going back-to-back in the championship? We'll have to see. Our other 2 series will be heading to the high banks of Daytona under the lights. We already did that in Cup a month back. So that's going to be happening next week. And, of course, more action from the Milwaukee Mile on hand tomorrow and on Sunday. Hope to see you then. This has been a telecast of the WesternCaves Sports Network. I'm an announcer, WesternCaves, signing off as always. See you next time.